Hi, my name is Ruben and this is my review for Amazon Studios' original series Homecoming. Homecoming is a 10-episode series and is directed by Sam Email, who was the creator of Mr. Robot.
Oh, hi.
Each episode is about 30 minutes long and will be out for your viewing pleasure exclusively on Amazon Prime on the 2nd of November. Homecoming is a mind-bending psychological thriller which stars Julia Roberts as a caseworker at a facility called the Homecoming Transition Support Center.
Couldn't get into it.
It is created by a corporation called the Geist Group. This facility is for helping soldiers transition back to civilian life.
I know why I'm here.
Walter Cruz, played by Stephen James, who has come a long way since starring in My Babysitter's Vampire TV movie, is one of the soldiers at this facility. He really wants to move on to the next phase of his life and is eager to get the help to do that, which is why he's at this facility.
I don't even understand what I'm thinking sometimes.
Overviewing Heidi, the Julia Roberts character, and the Homecoming facility is the character Colin Belfast, played by Bobby Cannavale, who was Irving in Mr. Robot. He is a very ambitious company man who will stop at nothing to get where he wants to be, even if that means pushing all moral lines and boundaries, and he gets up to some nastiness. Homecoming has two timelines, one in 2018, where we see Heidi get recruited and see how the Homecoming project is created and what happens to the soldiers during their stay at the Geist facility. And then the other timeline is set 4 years into the future in 2022. Here we see the Heidi character who has seemingly started a new life after Homecoming. She's staying at home with her mom, played by the phenomenal talent Sissy Spacek. This is the timeline that the story arc really begins to develop. A complaint is made by someone for something that happened at Homecoming, and a Department of Defense auditor, Shea Wiggam, who was Mo Dammick in the Fargo TV series, he is asking some very uncomfortable questions to people that don't want those questions asked.
I don't know.
You don't know.
This series is brilliant and at the same time uncomfortable to watch for several reasons. I honestly could write an in-depth thesis on this show. In fact, I think film students or anybody wanting to get into the art of moving images should watch this series and dissect every frame. Because I fully believe to understand it, what you are seeing, I think you'll have to do just that. And that's not because it's hard to follow. There's just a hell of a lot for your brain to process of everything that's going on in each episode. Everything in this series has a purpose. There is no waste, no long shots to drag out time of an episode or black screen because they need the episode to be a certain number of seconds shorter or longer. The music and the score is not there just to add some sort of atmosphere, but instead it's there, it's chosen on purpose. It's like a massive character that drives the story arc most of the time. Even the way the series is edited is quite frankly very unique and astounding. It's very evident to me that the writers of this series knew exactly where they were going with it, and they needed to, because the first couple of episodes will probably have you asking questions like, what the hell am I watching? Or where's this going? Or you might even be fiddling with your TV settings to see if something is wrong with your TV, which is what my wife and I did. Because of the aspect ratio of the content that's shot in the future, it's boxed, it's one by one, which is at first had my wife checking to see what was wrong with our TV. I did think, or maybe this is a precaution to stop people from sharing screeners like on some random torrent somewhere. I thought maybe this was a safety precaution, but this is not the case. It's a choice. The future scenes are for the most part shot in the 1:1 aspect ratio and is filmed almost like security camera footage from the 80s, which is weird, I think you could say. And the reason I say that is because a lot of the scenes have a soft focused issue or focus issue at points, and it really bugged me until I realized that too was a choice.
Look.
Even the ending of each of the episodes are different, and I'll leave you to discover what they're like because it's quite fun. So the cinematography in this is mind-bendingly beautiful and reminds me of films and TV series like Get Out and Legion. There's lots of shots that created tension as you are watching them. Spirally staircases, odd angles, long panning shots, quick edits cued to classical music that has been gnawing at your brain without you knowing it. The color choices of the food and the decor, every single frame of what's been seen in shot has a purpose for driving the story forward.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And everything works together flawlessly, even if you don't know it at the time.
What happened to the fish?
My main worry for this series as I watched it is that people might not get it. They might think that it's artsy-fartsy and really pretentious. Not because people are stupid, and that's not what I'm saying, because at first you probably won't get it unless you give the series time to explain itself. I didn't get it at first. I could possibly understand some people not liking this series if they haven't watched the whole thing. You need to see all 10 episodes to fully understand what the creators were going for. Only in episode 10 did the puzzle come into clarity mostly. And that's not to say that each episode doesn't have something to spur you on to the next, but the arc isn't understood, questions aren't explained until the end. And even then, there is a bigger arc that I can only imagine will be told in future stories.
We can leave whenever we want.
Bearing that in mind, there is an end credit scene at the end of the 10th episode, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I just wanted to let you know, so don't switch off and watch it.
Compliance.
Honestly though, this series is a mind puzzle adventure. The acting is superb. Just having Julia Roberts and Sissy Spacek on screen together is a real treat. But that's just the tip of the iceberg of the talent in this. The score is creepy and haunting and irritating on purpose. The cinematography is a real feast for your eyes. And the story is really creatively told through an unexpected narrative that is based on a podcast series. You kind of have to watch it to understand what it is, but please do.
I do.
Homecoming will leave you hungry for much more from the series and will have you asking questions like Inception's spinning top did at the end of the film. It's for this reason I'm giving Homecoming an A+. Thank you for watching my review of Homecoming. For more mind-bending reviews like this, please comment and subscribe. And if you don't want to miss any reviews from us from movie, TV and games, then ding that bell. And also, remember, live long and Tuesday.